Everybody loves coleslaw, but some people like it with a vinaigrette, some people like a creamy coleslaw. Both versions are really easy to make, and I'm going to show you how. No matter which version you like better, they both start the same way, and that is with cabbage. Coleslaw is a cabbage-based salad. Now, I've started with some red cabbage already in my bowls here. You can use red cabbage and green cabbage, or you can use one or the other. I'm also going to add some carrot for some color. Now, I also want some onion. You can use red onion, which is what I have used, or you can use white onion. White onion and green cabbage make a beautiful classic white coleslaw. But of course, my trick with onions always is to soak them in water first. I soak them in water. That takes out some of that harsh flavor that lingers when you have onion. Take it out of that water, strain it off, and then we'll add that to the cabbage as well. Now I'm going to add the main ingredient, which is green cabbage. First, we're going to cut off that stem. Use a good sharp knife, a big knife in this case. Then put that core down and grab yourself a towel. Whenever you're cutting through something big like this, you want to cover the end of the knife with a towel just in case that knife slips. Cut it in half again. Cut out that core. The core runs just along here with a little triangular cut just like this. And now you can go ahead and shred that cabbage. Remember to keep your fingertips tucked inside as you slice down those nice thin strips. When you get to the end like this, flip the cabbage over, and now it's much, much easier to slice. So I always want more green cabbage than red cabbage. I'm going to go with about 3 cups of green cabbage, and this can be rough estimates. It doesn't have to be exact. The secret to good coleslaw that stays crunchy even after the dressing's been put on it is to salt it first. So give it a good half teaspoon to a teaspoon worth of salt. And don't worry, because that salt now we're going to leave out of the dressings. So we've already salted it. Toss it around and then let this sit while you make your dressings. That will allow it to keep its crispiness after you've added your dressing. First up, the vinaigrette. I'm going to start by heating white wine vinegar on the stovetop. To that white wine vinegar, I'm going to add some sugar, some mustard powder, some celery seed. We're going to whisk all this together until the sugar has dissolved. Once that has boiled and you can feel the sugar's dissolved, turn off the heat, and then we're going to go ahead and whisk in some vegetable oil. That's it. That's the dressing. All you have to do now is pour this, while it's still warm, over your cabbage and toss it all together. The creamy version of the dressing, of course, starts with mayonnaise. In here I have some mayonnaise already. I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. And this time, instead of dry mustard powder, I'm going to use a spicy brown mustard, celery seed, and let's mix that all together. Now with that all mixed together, we're going to put that onto our cabbage and toss everything together. Now, if you want to make your coleslaw a couple days ahead of time, just remember that tip of salting the cabbage first before you put the dressing on. The longer the cabbage sits with the salt, the longer it will hold its crisp after you have dressed it. So here's your beautiful summertime, colorful coleslaw, 2 ways, but both ways super easy to make. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of the basics, click right over here. If you'd like to see everything I used in this recipe, click over here. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for more basics, put them right down in the comment section below.